What is up, everybody? This is going to be just a weekly midweek update of what has been going on in the news and gaming, because there have been so much things that have been occurring this week that it would be so crazy to try to fit this all into an end of the week video with my weekly news video. So let's get you caught up in what has been happening in gaming. So the first thing that caught my attention so far this week is that Sony will be launching 4 new color scheme controllers in September, and they will be berry blue, sunset orange, blue camouflage, and copper. Out of those 4, the one I am most excited about and the one that I may be potentially picking up is that sunset orange, because it kind of has like that orange in the same color scheme as my YouTube channel, and with the blue light on, it really does look like the color scheme of my YouTube channel. So I'm really think that one's very cool. I will probably be getting that one up. And I also like the copper. I always like those gold looking style of controllers or video game accessories. Those are always cool to have. We also got a surprise Indies event this week where they showed off some new indie games coming over to the Nintendo Switch this year and next year, and there was a bunch of stuff they showed off. So if you really want to see it all, definitely go check out the video. It was about 27 minutes long, and they go into pretty good depth in showing trailers for all of the indie games coming out. Out of all the games they showed off, there were 3 that caught my attention the most, and the first one being Monster Boy in the Cursed Kingdom, which is kind of like a retro style platformer where you're going through fighting enemies, collecting gear, upgrading your character, and the graphics just caught me and drew me in right away. It's something that I know I'll be able to sit down and just forget everything and just play. And it comes out November 6th, 2018. I am really looking forward to it. I believe it is out right now for other consoles. I'm not 100% sure, but if it is, let me know in the comments below if you've played it and what you think about the game. The next one is Moonlighter, and this one is a Zelda style game. It kind of reminded me of Zelda Link to the Past when they showed it, and I got drawn in right away just because of that, because A Link to the Past is one of my favorite games of all time. I still go back and play it on my Super Nintendo Classic Edition because I absolutely love that style of game. So I will definitely be checking this out, and this comes out in fall 2018. The third game that really caught my attention was Everspace, and this is a rogue style space shooter where you're flying around in your ship, you're blowing stuff up, and you're upgrading your ship. And damn, the explosions in this trailer looked absolutely amazing, and I really can't wait to see how it runs on the Nintendo Switch. It showed them jumping back from first person to third person, so that was a really cool mechanic to me. Now, this game must have been out on other platforms earlier. I've never heard about it before. I've obviously never played it before, because they said that you can get the Stellar Edition of the game, which is the base game plus all of the expansions. This game comes out December 2018. Since I'm pretty sure after seeing that they showed off the Stellar Edition, it's been out on other platforms before, let me know in the comments if you've played it before, if it's fun, if it is something worth checking out. There was a bunch of other stuff. They're even re-releasing Windjammers, and then they showed they are making Windjammers 2 coming out in 2019, which is that crazy flying disc sports game, which is a lot of fun. So that's very cool that that will be coming. And the last thing that they announced, which was pretty big, is Morphe's Law, which is an online shooter, is available now. And basically it's a different type of online shooter where the mechanics are when you shoot people, you grow bigger and bigger, and your goal is pretty much to become the biggest and to take out all of your enemies. So that looked very cool. Pretty much all of the games they showed off, to be completely honest, caught my attention. They all look like they are fun games, and I would definitely like to try them all. I probably won't because there's so many of them, but it was a pretty good Indies event, I thought. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about the Indies event that happened this week. This week we also saw the release of Shenmue 1 and 2, the HD remasters of the classic Dreamcast and original Xbox game, because Shenmue 2 was on the original Xbox. And we got an official release date, even though it's been delayed a few times, another official release date for Shenmue 3. And this will be coming out on August 27th, 2019. And they also showed off a quick new trailer for the game. Saints Row the Third, a game that came out in 2011, will be making its way over to the Nintendo Switch sometime next year. This kind of gets me excited because I think these games are really fun, and this could potentially push other open world games that came out around then, Red Dead Redemption, hint, hint, to come over to the Nintendo Switch. That would be amazing. It is such an amazing game, one of my favorite games of all time. If they were to bring that over, I would go absolutely crazy. But if they don't, it's okay, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out, and I'm going to be able to play Saints Row the Third on the Nintendo Switch, which I think will be pretty cool to see how that runs, even though it is a 2011 game, so it is quite old and it has a very old engine. From Software's Dark Souls had another big announcement, and it kind of stole the thunder from the Dark Souls Remastered coming over to the Nintendo Switch, because not only did they announce that the game is being released on October 19th, I think it was last week in my other video, but they announced that the Dark Souls Trilogy, which will include Dark Souls Remastered, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3, will also be released on October 19th for $80 on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Not the Nintendo Switch, obviously, because they wouldn't be releasing the remastered game itself, and then the trilogy as well. So that stole the thunder a lot from the Nintendo Switch. I don't know how people who have more than one console are going to even think about choosing just getting the remastered game over this entire trilogy if you love Dark Souls. Let me know in the comments below what you plan on doing if you have a Nintendo Switch and another platform. And finally, yesterday there was Inside Xbox at Gamescom. They showed off a bunch of stuff. It wasn't that exciting, but there were some good announcements that I wanted to go over. Firstly, Devil May Cry 5. They showed off a new gameplay trailer, and damn does the game look amazing. I absolutely love the Devil May Cry series. I actually did really like DMC, the remake, even though I know there was a lot of complaints about it. But it got really good reviews, and it definitely deserved them because it was a lot of fun. So Devil May Cry 5, after showing that really cool gameplay trailer, they announced that the game will be coming out on March 8th, 2019, which is pretty close, so I'm really excited to see that. They showed off an Xbox Games Pass app, which is available now for download on Android devices, and you can sign up for the app for the beta on iOS. And I have an Android device and I've downloaded it, and it is actually pretty cool. It shows you the entire catalog, it shows you the games you have, and at any time you can queue a game to download on your Xbox console right through the app. So it is actually very cool. You can see trailers of it, you can see screenshots, and I think you can see reviews as well. I'll have to go back in and double check that, but I'm pretty sure you can. So it is actually a pretty cool, robust app. They also showed off that the Xbox Games Pass will also be getting Halo Master Chief Collection. And this is awesome because, as we know, that they've really put a lot of work in the last 4 years to fix the servers, and they've done a bunch of upgrades to it. So this will be the best version of the game. I know a lot of people had problems with the Halo Master Chief Collection when it first came out. I had a little bit of problem, but other than that, I haven't had too many big issues with the game. I really love it, but to see what it will be like once they've really perfected it, even though it's 4 years later, I am excited for that because it is such a great collection. And finally, they announced that Pubg is going to be out of early preview, and the full game will be released on the Xbox One on September 4th, and will include everything from the early preview plus the new Sanhok map, and it will include the team deathmatch war mode. So that's pretty cool if you're a PUBG player. I still haven't played the game, but I may jump in with this. So those are some of the big things that have been announced this week so far. There has been other stuff too, and I'm sure there will be a lot more, but I'll cover those in my next video at the end of the week. But yeah, this has been a crazy week so far. Let me know what you think about any of these things in the comments below. Let me know what you've enjoyed so far with the gaming news that has come out in the last few days.